watching Texas Country Reporter. I could try to talk like that. You want to get cancer? On our second day trip,
trying to prove that he's working.
We headed north toward Gilmer. We stopped at Doc's Hot Links, and then we went and got some peaches, saw an old airship that might or might not have flown, went to a couple of farms, one old.
Oh, don't make my picture.
One new, and ended up the day at the Bluegrass Pickin place in Lone Star. When we were trying to convince the editors to let us take these day trips, one of the bosses, Adam Holland, insisted that if we did so, we must stop at Doc's Hot Links. Doc's Hot Links is a Gilmer tradition for the past 40 years. Floyd Henderson Jr. has been at it since, I think, 1978.
We buy the meat, the casing, and the seasoning. We do it all right here. What I grew up with, and that's the way they're supposed to taste.
They started off really tasty. I was cutting them up and putting them on crackers, a little dab of ketchup on top. The fourth, I didn't think I was going to make it through, but we did.
See a lot of the same faces coming in?
Yes, a lot of them, they come just about every day, you know. It's a everyday thing except for Sunday, you know.
After Doc's, we made our way up to Pittsburg, stopped at Efurd's Orchards.
Strawberry fields forever.
I got a half a peck of peaches. From there we went to the museum, Northeast Texas Rural Heritage Museum. At the museum we saw the famous Ezekiel Airship, preacher named Reverend Cannon.
2 years before the Wright brothers made their successful flight at Kitty Hawk.
Back at the turn of the 20th century, had divine inspiration to build an airship. They say it flew.
We don't think it was a controlled flight. We just think it rose off the ground, went a little ways, and sat back down.
Whether it did or not is anybody's guess. Well, the museum is in 2 parts, and after we left the depot,
It's kind of a hopping little downtown.
we went to the farmstead. And everyone was in an uproar because they found some puppies in the barn. It's a replica of a turn-of-the-century farm there in Pittsburg.
This is some of the stuff that Mrs. Hall.
Kind of reminds me of my great-grandpa's room. All my family's from Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
I remember going to see him, but he snored, and so he had to sleep on the back porch. They screened it in,
Yeah.
and he ran an extension cord and had his TV out there. Just watch MASH.
Yeah.
Hang out on the back porch.
Come back and see us when it's a little cooler.
So we hightailed it to Greer Farms, way out in the country. Missed the turn, had to slam on the brakes. Pull a quick Yui, and on we went.
Was that the turn?
We hadn't told them we were coming, we just showed up on their doorstep.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
But they were kind enough to give us some sweet tea, and Mr. Sid Greer gave us a tour.
The backside of it was probably the first building built here. I would say that was probably the 1840s.
Really nice spread with pretty much every barnyard animal you can think of.
This is Floppy. He'll do a trick for us.
People come out to pick blueberries and blackberries. Or to go swimming in the lake. Or play bocce ball.
Try to throw a ball, yeah.
Oh, it could go off.
Take a right at the top, take a left, then you're going down a windy road, then take a left at the far end of Market Road, and that takes you back to 259.
Okay, thanks a lot.
All right,
Sid,
thanks.
see you later.
Hope you can find something cool.
Yeah, me too.
After such a wild and crazy day, we were ready to kick back and relax. And that's what we found at the Bluegrass Pickin place.
If you got a request, write it on the back of a $10 bill and send it up to the stage. If we know the song, we'll do it. And if we don't know it, we'll give you half your money back.
Inside, we just found a bunch of people sitting around just tapping their toes and listening to the fiddling and the picking and the grinning, listening to some good old-time tunes. It was a nice, peaceful way to end the day. You know, it was a fun day. It was kind of a quiet day, not a whole lot of excitement, but it still beat sitting back on the recliner watching the TV all night.
Are we going to have to include directions to these places?
Man, I hope not, because I'm lost.